Hello, beautiful, shining, healthy souls. Welcome to the Reset to a Healthier You program. My name is Justine, your companion and guide in this 60-day journey. For those of you who have stumbled upon this video, I invite you to click on the link above or in the description box below to learn more about the Reset to a Healthier You program. And I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize in advance for any background noise that you may hear. Still figuring out this audio thing, but so thank you so much for your patience. But other than that, let's continue on with this week's video. Now, before anything else, I would like to officially welcome you to day one. We are starting our program today. So whenever I need to start something, whether it's working on a project, getting on coaching calls, speaking in front of a crowd, attending events, or even just starting the day, I want to make sure that I am spending time in stillness and in silence. The practice of sitting still helps me in grounding and centering myself. As I breathe in and out, I am reconnecting with the here and now. It's a reminder to come back to the present moment and not be swept away by the demands of the world and the busyness of life. And so for week one, our focus theme of the week is stillness and breathing. In the Reset to a Healthier You program, we are not only going to focus on our physical health, we are going to look at our holistic health and wellness. Now, this means our body, mind, spirit, heart, and soul connection. Sitting in stillness creates that space for us to connect with all these aspects of ourselves. As we continue the practice, we are able to disidentify with who we think we are, which includes our personalities, preferences, beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and even our bodies. And we are able to access this deeper awareness, allowing ourselves to be both an equanimous observer and a fully engaged co-creator of our reality. As we breathe in our stillness, we are able to center and ground ourselves in the here and now, come back to our beingness, align with the divine, and connect with the oneness of life. Now, this is something that really cannot be fully taught or explained. This is something that you'd have to really experience for yourself. Having said that, this program is not designed to go deeper into the concepts or our focus theme. But the beauty of going through this program is that this will be an experiential learning for us. So now let me share with you the benefits of stillness and breathing in our everyday lives. There are, of course, lots of benefits, but for the purpose of this program, I chose the top 3 benefits that I am personally experiencing in my life as it relates to my own holistic wellness journey. Now, first, there is the body awareness. When we sit in stillness, we are creating the space to connect with our body. We start with bringing our attention to our breathing. Later in our practice, we expand our attention to our body. When we consistently show up in our daily practice, we learn how to be more attuned with our body, even outside of our sitting. Our body is intelligent. It knows how to care for and heal itself. As we deepen our practice, we will become more conscious of how our body is speaking to us. And this will allow us to listen to the intuitive nudges towards becoming our healthier selves. Now, further down the line, further down the road, we will be able to have like that deeper connection as well, not just with our body, but again with the whole aspects of ourselves, meaning our body, mind, spirit, heart, soul, all aspects of ourselves. Okay? And then the second benefit is less stress. Now, being still gives us the space to pause, breathe, and respond more consciously, as opposed to just reacting, which could be destructive instead of constructive. When we sit in stillness, we are being invited to cultivate equanimity in our daily lives. Suspending judgment, seeing the world as is, accepting reality for what it is and what it is not. As we deepen our practice, we learn how to respond from a space of non attachment without craving or aversion. For it is in attaching to our experiences and resisting what is that we stay stuck and bring more suffering in our lives. Anything that we reject in our lives, we cannot really invite transformation in. And so, as we come into stillness and allow ourselves to breathe, we come back to the present moment. And that in this present moment, we realize that nothing stays. Everything comes and goes. And if we do not hold on to things, we can choose to focus on what we do have control of and let go of what we cannot. Now, the last benefit there is peace and freedom. As we sit in stillness and breathe, we are being invited or being reminded, that there is only this present moment. The past has gone and the future has yet to come. For a pocket of time, we are being invited to rest in the knowing that here, now, and this moment, we are we are alive and we are well. Now, this is not about denying or rejecting or even escaping reality. Rather, this is about connecting with the present moment, letting go of struggle and just be. Just be. Now, our problems don't magically disappear when we sit in stillness, but what does happen is that as we sit in stillness and silence, we give ourselves that gift to just be. We will be able to respond from a more conscious space. Now, this is freeing because it means that we can start our lives over and over and over again. We are not defined by our past, and the future is still a blank canvas full of limitless possibilities. We all have that power to choose how we respond to life and move forward. Now, even isn't that like freeing? And knowing that we have this freedom, even if the world is in chaos, even if the world is full of unknown uncertainty, we can rest in the knowing that we are well, we are alive, and we have this freedom to choose. And that brings about this peace in our lives. Now, all of these benefits are possible as we deepen and consistently show up in our practice. But first things first, we do have to start. So for week one, my invitation is for you to do this small action step every single day. Dedicate 1 minute to sit in stillness and breathe. That's it. 1 minute of gifting yourself this time to just be. Now let's look at different ways on how you can implement this in your daily life. Okay, so according to studies, one of the most effective ways to start and create new habits is to anchor a new action with your current routine. So if we're going to include sitting in silence in our everyday living, we can do this as soon as we wake up. Before you get up and attend to the demands of your life, pause for 1 minute, be still, and breathe. An alternative to this is when you go to bed before you sleep, or maybe before or after a meal, or even when you take a bath. Now, after watching this video, I invite you to spend some time to think of an activity that you're already doing wherein you can add that 1 minute of stillness and breathing. for those who are already practicing this, meaning you're already spending time in stillness and silence, then I invite you to think of how you can further deepen your practice. Perhaps in your practice, you have not yet been fully able to connect with your body. Then for this week, you could try doing a body scan as you sit in stillness. You can focus on just one part of your body for a minute of sitting still. Or maybe your usual time for practice is either in the morning or evening. You could start adding a 1 minute practice during the middle of the day just to check in with yourself and bring your awareness back to the present moment. This is actually one of the things that I'm intentionally doing now as well. Now, for the more advanced practitioners, meaning that you have really fully integrated sitting in stillness and silence in your daily life, you could try doing this practice outside of your sitting time. Try to bring your attention to your breathing or your body as you're going about in your daily activities. For example, as you are sitting in front of the TV watching TV, you could like try to bring your attention to your breathing. Be more conscious of your breathing as you watch the television, or as you wash the dishes, or as you're doing the laundry or cleaning. Okay, just make sure that you are staying safe as you try this out. Meaning that if you are walking outside or driving, it's okay to try it if you're really sure that you are staying safe. But again, if you feel that your attention will be kind of what do you call this? Like your full attention will be compromised, so to speak, as you do this practice, then start with somewhere safe in a controllable environment. Okay. Now let's go to a quick journey walkthrough, okay, of looking at how this week will look like. Okay, so we always start our days with setting an intention on how we want to show up in our lives. So for this week, the intention is today I am letting go of struggle and just be. Today I'm letting go of struggle and just be. And then commit to do your one small action step every single day. That's it. Now, the beauty of committing to do just one small action step is that it's not as overwhelming, right? You know, at the same time, it also creates this space for doing more if you're feeling inspired and called to do so. Meaning, if you're feeling inspired to sit in stillness several times throughout your day, great, do that. If you're feeling inspired to sit in stillness longer than a minute, great, do that. And if there are days when you can only gift yourself that 1 minute, great, do that and rest in the knowing that on those days you showed up for yourself and the healthier you. Okay? Now, this is I know this is very different from what others are teaching, and right now it may seem so small, just 1 minute a day. Like, how will that affect my healthy self? But again, remember, in this program, we are building the foundations. Okay, so we start with 1 minute, and then along the way, we increase our practice, we deepen our practice, and that's how we build that foundation. It's like compound interest, right? You can invest small amounts in regular time, like consistently invest small amounts, and it might seem small when you add it up, but really, when you factor in that compound interest, like the growth of your money will be exponential. Okay, so that is kind of what's happening here in this program. Okay, we start with small action steps, and then we build on those small action steps. And it may seem small when you just look at it every single day, but as you continuously show up daily, like and then factor in the compound interest, like there will come a day later on that you will feel that you have really fully integrated this habit into your life, and it will have a lasting impact on your health and wellness. Okay, so there you go. Now, for the people who signed up to formally join the program, okay, so please expect an email on Sunday next week with the link to the week's accountability check-in form. This is a short questionnaire to help you reflect on how the week went for you. And of course, again, if you're able to complete all the weekly accountability check-ins, you will receive a digital certificate of completion to celebrate you for showing up in our 60-day journey and committing to a healthier you. For those who have not signed up yet, and you're feeling called to do so, you may still register until tomorrow, November 2, 2020, Monday at 11:59 p.m. After that, I will be closing the registration. Okay, and then, but again, you can still join the program because I'll be posting the videos on YouTube and this will be on public. Okay, so the point of formally signing up is really for that extra accountability. Okay, but if you feel that you don't need that extra accountability, it's fine as well. Okay, now let's go to some loving reminders. Okay, so I have three here. Okay, first, on setting intention and showing up. So, to be more connected with your intentions and commitments, I invite you to write down the week's intention and action. Put it somewhere you can see every day. And when you start your day with setting intention, I invite you to speak the words out loud. Research has shown that talking to ourselves out loud elevates our intention and attention to what we are committing to do. Now, how do we put this into practice? So, at the start of your day, stand in front of a mirror, place your hands on your heart center, and declare today's intention out loud. Okay? So, again, for this week, the intention is today I am letting go of struggle and just be. Okay? So, you do that every day. We are recommitting to our intention every single day. Okay. Now, for the second loving reminder, it's about missing a day, missing a practice. Okay. Now, if for some reason you do miss a day, it's okay. Okay. I'm not saying this to give ourselves a pass to be complacent, but what we do want is to practice self love and self compassion as part of our holistic wellness journey. So if you missed a day, acknowledge it and allow what arises. But remember to do so with your observer's hat. Suspend any judgment. Allow any thoughts and feelings that may come up to arise. But do so without attachment or resistance to these thoughts and feelings. Because as you give them the space to be acknowledged without engaging, you'll soon notice that these thoughts and feelings will naturally leave on their own. If you think about it, whenever you do this, you're already practicing stillness, accepting what is and choosing how to respond in a more conscious space. So how do we put this into practice? Um, Whenever you notice that you're being hard and overly critical of yourself, okay, so take a deep breath and hit pause. Okay, tell yourself, it would be nice if you can tell this out loud. If not, you can tell this to yourself internally. Okay, so use your name Okay, so for example, Justine, okay, Justine, it's okay. You were not able to sit in stillness for today, or you were not able to complete this task for today, or you messed up for today. It doesn't really feel good right now, but it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. I'm going to give you this time to just be in the space of not feeling good. I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. I love you no matter what. And then allow yourself to be in that space and be with whatever arises in you until it goes away. Now, it wouldn't go away when we continue on repeating the scenario over and over in our heads, and that is attachment there, okay? And when we focus on like feeling guilty or feeling angry at ourselves for missing out, for failing to do something, that is rejecting what is. Okay, and again, when we do this, we are not able to invite transformation. So just be with the thought, be with the feeling, just observe. It's like you're watching it from a like a mirror or like a television. Okay, you're watching it from a distance. Okay, and then just be with it. Be with it. Don't do anything to distract yourselves, because that is again, that is now you're escaping reality in a way. So just be with it, and then it will go away. Now it will be different for everyone, like how long it is going to take. Sometimes it might take days. You might need to consciously do this um, longer, or like for example, it happened and then right away, after that you cannot really do this practice like fully consciously, or just focus on doing this. That's okay. You can hit pause and tell yourself, okay, I'm giving you the space to not be okay. We're going to continue being with the feeling, being with the thought later on. Okay, so whatever fits in your situation, okay, the important thing is that giving yourself permission to be in that space, okay, and being with whatever arises until it goes away. Okay, and the third loving reminder is on noticing what arises. Now, this is not really a requirement in this program, but I would like to encourage you to have a journal where you can write down anything that arises in you as you go through this journey. This will not only help you when you answer your weekly accountability later in the week, but more importantly, this will help you be more connected with your whole self. You may have heard of the saying, experience is the best teacher, but that is only partially true. In actuality, experience is the best teacher only if we spend time reflecting on our experiences and receiving the gifts and lessons that these experiences bring. Now, how do we put this into practice? At the end of the day, dedicate some time to reflect on how your day went. You don't need to write down every single thing that happened to you. You don't even need to write long. It could just be a single insight or realization, a question that you'd like to reflect further on. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, so just write as you're inspired to do so. And you don't even need to wait at the end of the day. Maybe you're bringing a notebook and pen with you throughout the day, or your cell phone. But I would recommend like actually writing it down, because there's also power in writing down our reflections. Yeah. So that's it for me today. Okay. Thank you so much for showing up, and I am super excited for what will unfold for you as we go through this 60-day journey. So, again, for this week, our focus theme is all about stillness and breathing. And the intention is going to be Today, I am letting go of struggle and just be. And then your small action step is just to dedicate 1 minute every single day to sit in stillness and breathe. Okay? So I'll see you again next week for the next part of our journey. Until then, keep shining and enjoy resetting to a healthier you. Peace, love, and light.